It is All-Star Week in Seattle. Home Run Derby last night. I thought it was rather entertaining. I
enjoyed it.
I wasn't that excited going into it, but it honestly ultimately turned out to be pretty good. Most home runs in a derby ever.
Yeah. I will say, so the past couple of years, and I know we're going to talk about the format in a little bit, but I know they would normally try and hold off to throw the next pitch after the ball landed. But it looked like, watching the umpire, they were just...
It was rapid fire.
Which I enjoy. But,
I
I
did as well. There was... Who was it? Was it Julio in his second round where it kind of looked like the pitcher was waiting? And he was throwing a pitch every 3 seconds. And, when you got money on Julio and you're thinking, hey, bud, we're going to talk about the pitchers here real quick.
Of pitchers.
Because, on the channel, Adolis Garcia was my guy. That was the word. It seems as if, because last year I wanted Acuna to win and he had a really bad pitcher. It seems as if every year that I want someone to win, they get the worst pitcher imaginable.
I don't know. I think Pete Alonso's pitcher might have been worse. I didn't want Pete Alonso to win, but his pitcher was throwing them all on the outside half of the plate.
His was really bad.
Couple sliders, I think, in there. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it felt like with Garcia as well. It felt like we're throwing this kid off speed here. Guys, maybe I was a little more biased because I wanted Adolis to win, but I mean, my goodness, there were people. I was live for this for the home run derby. People were saying pitching machine. Should we?
I was actually thinking about that last night. I feel like, which I kind of brushed it off. Like, I was debating it in my head, and I kind of like brushed it off a little bit. But thinking about it, like, if you want to see which guy hits the most home runs,
that's what I'm saying,
and like have an even playing field, I guess you can have them set up a pitching machine wherever they want the ball, and
whatever speed they want it at, whatever, you can get really scientific with it. But I think that if you're picking the pitcher, this is the internal conflict that I had was if you're picking the pitcher, then it's a little bit more strategy.
Right, yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
But who cares about strategy? We're watching the home run derby to watch guys hit the ball 500 feet.
Yeah.
That's what we're watching. Which, by the way, I think the longest home run last night was 484 from Luis Robert. The kid had the two longest, I think.
He was hitting some tanks. I was hoping someone would hit one out of the stadium. It didn't happen. Adley Rutschman put on a show. He got bounced first round, but I don't know. I don't remember how many he hit left-handed, but then turns around.
21, I think.
Turns around, hits right-handed in his bonus time, and hits like 7 out of 8 home runs. And then Luis Robert came up and just
did it in 3 minutes.
Dismissed all of that and sent Adley home. But that was fun to watch. Rutschman. Trying to think of some other memorable things.
Vlad wins. It's the first time father and son have ever won.
My pick, by the way, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So I was right on that one.
This guy. Mm-hmm. I didn't think after the first round, I didn't think he stood a chance.
I didn't think so either, but he pulled through.
Yeah, I mean, you stuck with it though. Julio had a historic round one. He hit 41 home runs in the first round. After that, I thought, you know what? I should have stuck with Julio because I thought
it was over at that point.
I had said before Luis and Adolis had joined, I said Julio was going to win it, and I thought, man, I should have trusted my gut. Went with Julio, didn't. But that 41 round, I was shocked. I had never seen anything like that.
I hadn't either. I mean, like I said, the pitcher just he had a very good pitcher putting in the same spot pretty much every pitch. Overtook Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s record for most in a round by 1. He had 41 home runs. That's the new record. I'm sure that'll be beat sometime soon, especially if we keep going with the rapid-fire pitches, which they should.
Oh, yeah. Ellie De La Cruz next year.
Oh, my gosh. You know how fun that's exactly who I thought of whenever Adley Rutschman turned around and started hitting right-handed. I was like, dude, Ellie could have done that so easily. So easily.
So we talk about the format. Should they bring back the 10 outs?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
You don't get nearly as many home runs. Like I said, I think it's fun to just watch guys go out there and hit as many as they can in 3 minutes or 2 minutes if it's the final round. I don't think it should change at all. I think it's been way more entertaining since they went to this format.
So what if I had seen someone on Twitter say, well, you can keep the same format with the 8 guys, but don't have matchups. Just have the top 4 guys move on.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that either because, then you'll really get like a lot of home runs in the later rounds. But I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't mind that, but I'm fine with it the way it is too right now.
I am as well. I like it now, but I also do think that you would get a lot more home runs.
You would
if
get a
just
lot
did
more
the,
home runs.
Hey, let's have 8 guys go up there, hit as many as you can. Because you have guys, you know, if you go before me and you hit 21, I can only hit 22.
And then, you got guys like Mookie who, you know, hey, more power to him for showing up last night, but he only hit, what, like 11?
I think 11, yeah.
So then, you know, that the next guy, maybe he only has 15 in him, and that's good enough to beat him, but then he will get wiped in the next round. So, yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. I think this is better than the 10 outs.
Yeah.